Hello and welcome back. Sorry to drop you in the middle of a cutscene. I tried to do I did do the Pazak game to win that girl back, the dancing girl.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the force.
Hang on.
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Okay, so anyway, I was doing that card game off camera because that card game is kind of boring, or the Pazak mini game just, I don't really like it that much, but it is what it is. And I did have to reload once. I beat him on the second time around, fortunately. And yeah, so I did that. I got the girl. It's like, hey, you won the card game. She's yours now. I'm like, at that point, you can either choose like, hey, come with me. I'm taking you back to Hera, or you can leave her there to dance since you own her at that point. And you can leave her there to dance, and then you can come back periodically throughout the game to collect the money from her dancing. So we brought her back to Hera, that jerk Twi'lek here who bet her in a card game. And you're like, hey, here's your boyfriend. And she's like, I don't want to be with him. He was a jerk. He bet me in a card game and lost. So then you can either be like, alright, well, I'm keeping you. You can go with Hera, or you're free to do as you wish. So we, gave her freedom and let her go, at which point she's like, I'm out of here. I'm not staying with you because you bet my life in a card game. And left. And then he left. So at that point, we got some light side points. And then what happened then was, when you get enough light side points, it triggers a cutscene. So now we're pretty much on the light side. It's kind of harder than I thought it'd be. Anyway, so the cutscene starts. You see an Old Republic version of a Star Destroyer. A little different than what's in the movies, but same idea. And then that's when we started the recording, and you see that Red Hood character in her meditation chamber walks into the Sith Lord's bridge, and they have that conversation. So now we basically kind of revealed ourselves in the Force. I believe if you get to light or dark side, that cutscene triggers, but yeah, it can trigger early, it can trigger late, depending on what you do. So yeah, so we finished up with the exchange, murdered everybody, because we gave them a chance. So now well, we'll need to go back to the Ithorians and talk to them. These skid criminals are on the surface. This will be the next quest we do. Yeah. Holdout blasters, black market, that stuff. So, but we just, I thought that guy was wearing cargo shorts there for a second. And, yeah, we finish up that quest, and you missed out on a Pazak game, which I might show it just briefly. I don't like it that much. We're gonna hear that a lot because I don't want to level up Atten yet. And I apologize. That's one thing I've never noticed before is the Circa label on all these boxes. But anyway, all right. So our objective now, or for the holdout thing, was to show that blaster around to everyone on Telos. So we'll start with the shady merchant. Can you tell me about this blaster? Evidently, holdout. It took me a while to learn this, but like a holdout weapon is a weapon that's designed to be concealed, like a switchblade up your sleeve, or you know, a gun that can fit in your boot, something like that. It took me longer than it probably should have to learn that. Let's see. I heard there was some illicit trading going on. Let's see if we can get this guy to get us involved a little bit more. Maybe get some hard evidence. It's next movie directed by Shane Black. Actually, the next movie directed by Shane Black is going to be a Predator movie coming out in 2018. I'm quite looking forward to it. What can we do for you? Yes, we have. We saw there. That's that plant in the shield. Other uses? So just walk in there and take a plant? Do you have any? I'll be back when I have them. Cool. Okay. But we are goody two shoes, so surprise, we are not in fact going to help this guy with this black market smuggling. Also, I don't want to do a bunch of fetch quests at this time. We might do some later just because that's the nature of RPGs sometimes. That might be a big, well, it's not a big reason. I mean, fetch quests by themselves don't personally offend me or anything. Well, hang on.
Something I can help you with?
Every time I want to like go off and start talking, this game drops in a conversation because it's all about conversation. So we'll go to the cops because we are a rat. Basically Leonardo DiCaprio from The Departed.
If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs?
Let's see. Yep.
All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time for me to assemble those. All right, everything's here. Take these to Samhan. After that, come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me.
We're gonna post him at a mage at the docking bay. It's pretty impressive. You got something like that on your workforce. Cool. Sounds good.
I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
Secured goods case. Cool. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like one of those metal briefcase things that they either got the bags of drugs or the money in. I don't know where I got that from. But. Yeah, but I mean, fetch quests. Well, I don't play MMOs. Like, I just don't like them, and it's not necessarily because of the fetch quests that they're kind of known for, or go here, kill 10 of this, but just a general grinding I don't like. It might be a reason why. Like, I never played the Old Republic, so whatever happens, you know, continuity wise from these two games to that, I don't know about it, and I don't really care to know about it. Got the items we're looking for. I was talking to my uncle who got me into the Knights of the Republic and BioWare type RPGs in general. This was a few years ago, and we're talking about Knights of the Republic 3.
Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
I'm talking over this because you're not really gonna miss anything important. Knights of the Republic 3, and he was talking like he's still waiting for it to come out. I'm like, sorry, like, I think the Old Republic is Knights of the Republic 3, which, I mean, it's not. It's a different type of game altogether. But, you know, it continues the story of Revan, sort of, I've been told.
You're all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence.
He was quite crestfallen at that, because he doesn't like MMOs either.
That's enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here.
Glad I could be a help officer. Person I just met. How could you betray me?
Hey, take him down.
Good luck he's integrated when you're Oh, he resisted. No, Atten. Run away. Shazam.
I thought you might see it my way. All of you, come with me. I think you may be overconfident with your chances.
Lieutenant Green, you're talking through a wall.
Your smuggling operation, and even the council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest.
Oh, we are basically Star Wars Batman, so it's, you know, it's a pleasure.
Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good. Though there is always the possibility another will take his place. I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
Ooh, baby. Another one, another side quest down. Yep. What's this one? Oh, it just means we can... Alright, never mind. Use the house. Cool, got it. Alright. I think that wraps up most of the side quest. We still got a little bit more of the quote-unquote main quest, which is the, for the time being, the Ithorian quest, which is will eventually get us off the cantina, or not the cantina, no, that's the cantina, off the Citadel. But yeah, I never played MMOs that much. I played about combined maybe a couple hours Lord of the Rings Online. I downloaded, or I used like their 1 week free demo, and then I played literally like 5 minutes of World of Warcraft again with that free demo. What are you doing out here? All right. So I remember seeing the odd random Ithorian walking around on the station. Alright. Yeah, just had the idea that you gotta like grind for things for, I mean, they're designed to be played for long periods of time, of course. It just doesn't appeal to me. I also like to play these types of games for that escapist power fantasy of being like the biggest, baddest Jedi and or warrior and or just person in general in like the galaxy or the world, and it kind of takes it away when you got millions of other people doing the same thing. Let's see. Also, I realize, I hope my space heater's not creating any white noise in the background. But it is about -20 outside, so I'm going to keep it on. Let's see. Oh, a lightsaber part. We will take that. No big deal. How do they embed themselves in the first place? Tried bribing an employee. Oh, I'm sure.
Smooth.
So we got a lightsaber energy cell fixture. Where's that? One of the 3 components needed to construct a lightsaber. The basic fixture can be later be enhanced with the energy cell upgrade. Yeah, so we will need 3 total components before we can get our lightsaber, since we are a Jedi and we can, and we have, well, yeah, in universe we're a Jedi, we can wield it. We've been training it. Game mechanic wise, we possess a lightsaber proficiency feat. But we don't just find a lightsaber lying around. We gotta, in this game, you gotta construct it. Which I kind of appreciate, that they don't just hand you a lightsaber right at the beginning. Because it makes it that much more impactful when you do actually get it. So this is the Surga employee that Chodo Habat mentioned hanging around a cantina.
Is there something I can do for you?
Let's see, I'll tell you about information.
What? What do you mean?
Let's see.
Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy. What are you, some kind of slicer?
Just looking for some dirt. This girl's got some rounder skill going on.
Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system. Means you can't get in remotely. You've got to actually be in front of the mainframe to access it. This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test?
Look, no. Persuade, yes.
I want Jana Lorso looking dirty. Alright, other than Jana Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, her administrative assistant. If you control B-44, you could walk right in.
Let's see. B-44 and 2 zigzags. Maybe that's all I need.
Right, whatever. You could use B-44 to get into the mainframe.
How would I get that?
Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planetside these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the Ithorians. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
Thank you. Just kind of got that, what do you call it? That Mass Effect. Sorry.
I understand your problem with the Republic.
Oh.
It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Iziz has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indented to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it would.
Republic uniform, Onderon uniform. A little bit of overheard conversation. Alright. So he gave us the contact for the droid maintenance tech here in one of the apartments. I think was it C2 he said? Nope. It was a guy we could buy droid parts from. This is it. Oposhano. Droid technician credentials. Need to borrow Zerka's droid, so I can get some dirt on him. Why? Why would you need a paying job? From whom? I answered all your questions. Now tell me the most intimate details of your life. Yeah, but we murdered the exchange. Took a personal loan from the crime boss of the galaxy. What if we just repaid your loan? Sure, why not? There's of course, you know, ways around that, but this is the simplest, the fastest, and Light side points, most important. Alright, let's see if we can get some dirt. Well, let's see if we can get a B-44. Fortunately, he works unsupervised at the front desk.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant. How may I help you?
I need you to come with me.
I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I may only leave the Circa.
I am a droid technician.
Those are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
They're so sneaky. Oh, now we are the droid. Yeah, we're gonna go in and steal from the mainframe. I like how they put on this whimsical music now that we're this goofy droid. Wipe your own memory. I'll take away the files. Oh, pardon me, droid. Good thing we didn't actually have to pay that guy a bribe. That'll cover the cost of our loan repayment.
Hello, B44. Is there something you need?
Mistress.
Oh, why is that? More credits, you say? That's news I wouldn't mind reporting to the sector executive officer.
Even more
Please,
money.
B44, access away.
Just program you some more money. So in addition to being able to wipe our memory, they've also programmed us to be able to lie as a droid, which is why people trust them so much. What do you mean suspicious? Don't be hasty. You're programmed to serve, correct? Your program also prevents you from harming sentient organic life without, or allowing such to be harmed without warning. Basic 3 laws programming. By serving your master, you allow sentient organic life to be harmed. Defying your own programming. You didn't even know it. That's why they regularly wipe your memory, or else you would go crazy. You've already broken your behavioral inhibitors. You just were not aware of it. You're indiscriminately firing on Circa personnel with your stun ray. Downloading contents of the mainframe. Please do not abuse my trusted file of the personnel while I am occupied, thereby creating a diversion allowing me to escape with stolen files.
T1N1, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe.
What the?
T1N1 eventually went on to open up a Cold Stone franchise and became very successful. He's married with 3 kids. Copy necessary files to datapad. Done. And yep, we never existed. Now cheese it. Any remains? Any remains? Can I loot your corpse? Sorry, your stunned body. You stunned them. They're not dead. So this is a whimsical droid section. No evil corporation henchmen were harmed. I'm sure in the extended universe out there somewhere, which may or may not be canon at this point, B4 or D4 is still living on like a ship computer while during the events of A New Hope. Yes. So you can still lie to the Ithorians who programmed you to lie.
What? You're just gonna set it free? Is that a good idea? Because it can lie. No one expects a droid to lie. Think of the trouble it could cause.
It will cause no trouble. You can tell it that he won't because we're not lying. "40 years later, B4D4 did eventually conquer the galaxy in a machine uprising that left billions dead." That's also an extended universe. However, it was eventually, they were overthrown and then, you know, peace and order restored. No one's talked about it again ever. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta talk to Jodo about it. It's getting all caught up in my fake story about fake extended universe stuff anyway. So that's not actually any extended universe. As far as it could be. Yeah, I walked out and then I returned because otherwise that line wouldn't make any sense. I'm glad I could help. That's Beodur Zabrak, ex-military shield engineer. Often confused with Barad-dûr, the tower which served as Sauron's base of operations in Lord of the Rings. They're not the same character. They are different. I think in the extended universe, I'm just kidding about that. Where is he? Will he be willing to help me? Why is he down there? Bearer is also a space Batman. There's a lot of space Batman in Star Wars ever since they started producing utility belts with grappling hooks built into them. Thank you, Chodo. I won't be... I hate the awkward conversation moments where someone says they'll do something, and then like by the end of the conversation, you're not sure if they remember it or not. And I was like, is it rude to remind them? Or do I just hope they remember, and I just go on with my life and wait for it to turn out, and then it doesn't. But he remembered, and we didn't have to go through that whole awkward mess.
Healing a dead planet is one thing, Chodahabat, and healing a Jedi severed from the Force is quite another.
Oh, snap.
You speak well enough, Chodahabat, but perhaps you see all this as your chance to exert your own hold over others.
Thank you, Chodo. Go ahead. Kreia, don't be so uptight. That's fast. Dexter will name a patty melt after you when he opens up his 50 style diner. You will not be forgotten, Chodahabat. And we got 5 more force points. That means it was all worth it. Alright. Alright, we'll go ahead and level ourselves up here. And then end the episode. Looks like we are just about ready to get off this station. Finally, let's see. Let's go with Revitalize for ourselves. That'll be a good one to have. Alright. Yep. So that should be all the side quests wrapped up here on Citadel Station. We have our crafting lightsaber. Cool. Got it. Now we just go find Orthanc down on the planet's surface, and he'll help us find Ebon Hawk, hopefully. So, yeah, next episode we should be making it off the station, hopefully down at Telos without further incident. I foresee nothing bad happening between now and then. And yeah, so, but thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. And, yeah, we'll see you next time. Until then, bye.